and welcome to my channel. Say hi to a happy day. In this channel, I would like to share tales and stories I personally picked and or my kids' favorite book stories. Let's enjoy listening while I read to you Once Upon a Parable, timeless stories about God's kingdom, Pearl Beyond Price. Sarah Purley was turning out the last lamp in the bookshop when she heard tapping at the window. Seeing a man outside, she left the lamp on. She hurried to a back doorway. "Father," she called. Her father stepped from the back. He had just put on his coat. When he saw the well-dressed man at the window, he stepped quickly across the little shop to unlock the front door. "What is it, sir?" he said as he swung the door open. The man stood still before the window, staring down. That ball of beauty," he said. "What?" said her father. Understanding at once, Sarah stepped closer. On the wide window sill, a snowy pearl the size of a marble lay on the open pages of her grandfather's old Bible, with other books displayed nearby. Through all the years in which her father had struggled to keep the bookshop open, he had kept the pearl in his front window, just for show, he said, to help people remember his name and his shop. The pearl was so unusual in size and color that his customers thought it was fake. Even her father once told Sarah he didn't think it was real. "Even if it is," he said, "it seems too big and strange to be worn as jewelry, and a pearl has no value except to wear." "I think it's beautiful just where it is," Sarah had answered. Smiling, her father promised to give her both the pearl and the Bible on her 12th birthday. And now that was only a day away. Her father spoke to the well-dressed man again. "What did you say, sir?" The man kept staring through the window. "Splendid as the moon," he said, "and nearly as big, an utterly unbelievable pearl." Sarah's father examined the man's face, then looked down at the pearl. "I'm glad you like it, sir. Just a little ornamentation for a humble shop. Now, if you can excuse us, please, we must close for the evening." He stepped back inside. The man rushed to the doorway. "Wait, please. This pearl, where on earth did it came from?" "I don't know," said her father. "Maybe from an oyster." "Please," said the man, "don't joke with me. Besides, it doesn't matter where it came from. All that matters is that I have it. You see, I'm a trader from fine jewels. I've traded the world, been in 100 seaports, shopped 1,000 shops. I know pearls, and I'm persuaded there is none like this in all the world. Yes, I must have it." "But this is a bookshop, sir," her father said. "The pearl isn't even for sale." "Simply name the price," the man said. "I am L.J. Vanson of Vanson Jewelers, Limited in London." He pulled a card from his pocket. Sarah's father carefully read it. "I see," he said quietly. He turned to his daughter. She gazed into his eyes. "It's okay, father," she whispered. He turned back to the man standing in the doorway and took a deep breath. I'm afraid it's beyond your price, sir. The man's eyes grew large. Please, please understand, he exclaimed. The price matters nothing. I can afford thousands. I can afford tens of thousands. Many tens of thousands. Sarah watched her father's face. He seemed stunned. He looked down at the floor. Was he calculating a price? Or thinking about her birthday? What could she say if he turned to her again? She decided to mention that they would still have the old Bible. And didn't that mean more than any pearl? Finally, her father looked up. Mr. Vanson, he said, I cannot and will not sell the pearl, and I ask that you say nothing more about it. Good evening, Mr. Vanson. He began, pushing the door closed. Mr. Vanson's eyes were piercing, and he seemed immovable. But as the door came slowly toward him, he stepped sniffly back into the street, tipped his hat to them both, and walked away. Sarah stepped near her father as he leaned over the window sill. He picked up the pearl and rolled it in his hand. Then he read aloud the verses circled on the open page of the old Bible. The kingdom of heaven is like a merchant seeking beautiful pearls. When he found one pearl of extremely high value, he sold all he owned and bought it. Her father looked out the window. It doesn't make sense, Sarah, he said. I don't understand why a man would give up so much money for a pearl. But father, Sarah said, didn't you just do exactly that? He turned to her and winked. I guess there's quite a lot in life worth more than money, he said. All the money in the world. He took her hand and wrapped her fingers around the pearl. Happy birthday, he said. Then he reached for the old Bible, closed it, and placed it under her arm. Thank you, she whispered. They walked away from the window, and her father turned out the lamp. They made their way through the darkened shop for the back door and for home. The end. I hope you enjoyed listening to the story Once Upon a Parable, timeless stories about God's kingdom, Pearl Beyond Price. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to listen to more of our favorite book stories. See you soon!